Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to...
So he might saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight?
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure?
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight, okay. Yeah, because I know he said...
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight, yeah.
I mean, I have to say this. Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O? Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day.
Well, y'all know, when y'all see somebody flogging money everywhere, they got this, they got that, they got this. Was it Gervonta Davis? Tank told us 2 years ago that the reason they held Floyd Mayweather, you can put it back on the screen, captive in Dubai, is because he had owed them money and they wouldn't release him until he announced the fight to give him their money back. You know they do that over there in Dubai, right? You ain't going nowhere if you owe a debt. He was trapped over there for almost 2 months, according to Gervonta. They shared the same manager, Al Layman, who collected money in cash.
Posted on Inside the Ring show that the camp of Team Pacquiao, which I expected, would say that this is a pro fight. That's not the biggest problem that I see right now. It is not. So, if you think about this really, an announcement was made. Pacquiao says it on social media and on interviews. Then suddenly Floyd Mayweather says something different. This is something...
The entire boxing world, completely exhausted by endless games, is leaving no doubt about its fury. Floyd Mayweather has made it crystal clear that he wants out, suddenly stepping away from a legally binding professional rematch to hide behind the safety of an exhibition. He has shown that he is absolutely terrified of risking his pristine 50-0 record against a highly motivated Manny Pacquiao. This isn't just a canceled mega fight. It's a blatant insult to the fans, and the combat sports community is ready to tear apart his untouchable legacy once and for all.
Yeah, first of all, Maypac 2 at Sphere. What part did being at the Sphere kind of play you taking that fight?
Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain the people.
Right. And as far as that, what's it going to be like fighting him again, like 11 years later now?
It's just, I never really took any abuse, in the sport of boxing. Still extremely healthy, work out every day. And, I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also, another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun, entertain, and put on some exhibitions?
The collision course between the two camps has completely gone off the rails. Manny Pacquiao is drawing a massive line in the sand, firmly refusing to step into the ring for what he sees as a glorified sparring session. He is demanding a fully sanctioned fight with official judges and a clear, decisive result that is recorded on both fighters' professional records. The surprising part is that the official paperwork reportedly supports his position.
Manny, by chance, did you see what Floyd said? I think he's saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure?
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight, okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight.
Yeah. The Sphere still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean.
Yeah. Okay, so it's still happening then.
Yes to remember that.
But it's still on? It's still happening?
Oh yeah, we did sign the contract already, so there's no reason why, you know.
Why wouldn't?
Why wouldn't?
Yeah. All right. Look good. You look already in shape. What adjustments do you think you're gonna make for the rematch? Adjustments compared to the first fight.
I have the improve and better strategy or compare the last one.
I know it's something you've been wanting for a very long time. I know you felt that that first fight wasn't, the best of you, right?
Yeah. This time, no excuse.
Insiders like ESPN's Mike Coppinger have dropped absolute bombshells, revealing that a legally binding contract for a professional bout is already signed and executed. Netflix didn't just guess when they made their massive global announcement. So, the sudden pivot from the other corner is leaving everyone in the industry wondering what kind of game is really being played.
Mayweather threw some cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the Sphere. So, earlier this morning, I spoke to Jazz Mather, who is the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and he said it is absolutely a real fight. There's a signed contract. Mayweather signed it. It's in there. That it's a real fight that'll count on their records, and it's going to be at the Sphere. So, I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not. I don't see him turning down a major payday over this, but we'll bear watching. And also, I'm told that further to that, Pacquiao has no interest in it.
You have to question the real motive behind trying to downgrade a massive professional showdown into a simple exhibition. The industry consensus is pointing straight at fear. Boxing analysts like Max Kellerman are calling it exactly how they see it. The physical reality of an aging fighter is finally setting in. At almost 50 years old, the body simply doesn't respond the way it used to. The overwhelming theory is that an undefeated, heavily protected 50-0 legacy is terrifying to risk. Going up against a highly motivated opponent who still feels cheated out of a victory from 2015 is a massive gamble. A real fight means real danger, and a sudden push for an exhibition looks suspiciously like a desperate attempt to safeguard a perfect record while still trying to cash a massive check.
Its expiration date. We will never have the actual answer. You and I might agree, Mayweather was too long, too good a boxer, naturally bigger guy and better defense. But we will never actually know the answer to that question because we never got to see it 5 years earlier. Now, Shady makes the point, Malik, that this is not like Crawford-Canelo, and it's not. But it's also not exactly like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
It's nowhere near
right?
that stuff.
So what is it? What are we, because Netflix doesn't seem to care if this is more of kind of a carnival or an exhibition, or if it's like the greatest, biggest fight in the world. What they're looking for are eyeballs, right? Where does this fall? Mayweather and Pacquiao on the most legitimate Crawford-Canelo side of the spectrum, or the kind of sideshow Jake Paul, Mike Tyson side of the spectrum?
To piggyback off of what Shady was saying, I actually believe people will feed into it heavy because we're talking about two of the elites of all time. They both are extremely technically sound. They both are known for what they have done in the ring. Obviously, Mayweather got the huge promotion market behind him. So does Pacquiao. I just think it does numbers. And I also would be like a huge fan of it. I think the way how Floyd is looking lately, whether it's in the gym and the way how Pacquiao has been looking in his last fight, I'm really into the fight if they're going to do it again, especially if it's going to be on the best stage in the world, the ring, the Netflix.
Drama isn't limited to just the two fighters involved. Past rivals are also throwing themselves into the chaos. Oscar de la Hoya unleashed a completely unfiltered viral rant that set the internet on fire. He didn't hold back, calling the sudden retreat pure pansy behavior. De la Hoya brought up his own bitter history, claiming a very similar stunt was pulled on him years ago. According to Oscar, a retirement was conveniently announced just to dodge their agreed-upon rematch clause, only for the gloves to come back on the exact day that clause expired.
Oh, what's up, guys? I wasn't going to do a clapback, but all the news on Mayweather, Pacquiao, potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this. Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O? Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous fucking man. I can fucking take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass. Shit, I'll even fight Jake Paul. Let's go.
This brutal public takedown added massive fuel to the fire, painting a picture of a legendary fighter with a long, calculated history of avoiding legitimate threats whenever the conditions don't perfectly suit him.
How do you beat Manny Pacquiao on the second go around?
We both winners. Because it's an exhibition, so we're both winners. I mean, we just want to go out there and entertain the people and put on a good...
This desperate maneuvering leads straight to a massive, uncomfortable question circulating through the sports world. Is the man known for his extravagant cash-flashing lifestyle actually running out of funds? Rumors are swirling that he might be heavily over-leveraged or even flat broke. The sudden rush to sign multiple unusual exhibition matches is raising serious red flags. Scheduling a bout against a kickboxer in Greece and floating the idea of an exhibition with Mike Tyson doesn't look like the victory lap of a comfortable billionaire. It looks more like a rapid-fire cash grab, when a retired fighter suddenly starts traveling the globe for random paydays. The narrative shifts from a triumphant return to a potential financial crisis.
Hey, I mean, it's unfortunate that it's come to what it's come to. Obviously, when we first heard about him having a 3-fight deal, we understood why he's having a 3-fight deal. I gave my name to people that he could have fought, that could have helped him if he was in financial crisis and needed to recoup some of that money back. And Manny Pacquiao was one of the names. It's crazy that it's even got to this point. I don't even know what to think about it at this point. Obviously, signing multiple deals and getting in advance and having them pay you ahead of the fight. I mean, like, is that normal? Does that happen?
I mean, you. Nah. Hey, yeah. Ocho, I've known players that they burn through their money. They take out an advance on next year's salary.
Nah.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Wait, bring that. Hold on. Time out. Bring that back to me one more time.
I've seen guys. I know guys. I'm never gonna put their business out there. That go through the money that they made in 25, that they got to take an advance out on 26 salary. Yes.
Man, I hope ain't none of this true, man. I know they're pretty much quotes, but I hope Floyd ain't in that predicament, bro.
I hope so.
The financial mess behind the scenes is threatening to drag this entire spectacle out of the ring and into a courtroom. Bombshell reports suggest that a massive cash advance on the fight purse has already been collected. This creates an absolute legal nightmare. The opposing camp is essentially springing a trap. Either step up and fight a fully sanctioned professional bout exactly as agreed upon, or face severe legal consequences for a clear breach of contract. You can't take the money for a major professional main event and then attempt to deliver a lighthearted exhibition instead. The tension is at a boiling point, and legal teams are reportedly preparing for a full-scale battle if the signed terms are not honored.
For one, as we stand, this fight is not canceled. I know that there were some things spreading around, some boxing news outlets and stuff yesterday. It is not canceled in any way. Floyd Mayweather is in a breach. He is officially in a breach. He's been in a breach since the day he went out and said what he said on Saturday, but he's officially in a breach as of yesterday. He has a cure period. There are certain things that he needs to do, and he has multiple breaches, not just one. So This was never an exhibition. It was never going to be an exhibition. It was never signed as an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao has no interest in doing an exhibition with Floyd. And just for the record, what the public doesn't know, Floyd Mayweather signed not one, not two, but 3 different agreements on 3 different dates with 2 different parties that ultimately got intertwined in the month of January. And this is all related to his return to professional boxing. First one was on October 24th. The second one was on November 6th. Third one was on December 14th. He received money for all 3 agreements when he signed them, okay? Not only that, he's taken an advance on his purse on this Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, okay, on his fight against Pacquiao. So there's another lender also that's now involved in this, okay? So him saying that it's not at the Sphere, him saying that there's no real fight,
patience has completely evaporated. The boxing media and hardcore fans are actively turning their backs on the entire circus. The backlash is intense and highly vocal. Veteran boxing journalist Dan Raphael perfectly captured the industry's exhaustion, bluntly saying he would go to extreme lengths rather than sit through a replay of their infamous first encounter.
But as I said to you in Las Vegas, I'd rather set myself on fire than watch that rematch, because it was, I've said that, I'm not even joking about this, it was the worst experience of my 25+ year career covering boxing. Absolutely horrible in every sense of the word. The fight stunk, that was the culmination, but everything about it was horrible. I have no interest personally. What I found interesting is that a month and a half ago, there was an announcement that Floyd Mayweather was going to fight Mike Tyson in an exhibition match. So I'm not sure where that fits into the situation. I mean, supposedly they have a signed agreement for that fight pending landing, I guess, some kind of broadcast partner. Whether they've done that or not, I don't know. But, it seems like Floyd, for a guy that's been retired for almost 10 years, is pretty busy. It's just a matter of, do we not have anything fresh in boxing? Is it so pathetic that we have to run back a shitty fight from 12 years ago? I mean, look, Manny looked pretty good when he fought Barrios in July. It wasn't like he looked like an old man. I thought he won the fight, to be quite honest. A lot of people thought he won the fight. Floyd hasn't been in the ring in a real fight, quote unquote real fight, because his final official fight was against Conor McGregor, who was making his pro debut. You got to go back to 2017 for that fight. So we're coming up on it.
They feel clowned by an endless cycle of empty promises and shifting goalposts. When a promoter prioritizes their personal brand and bank account over competitive integrity, the audience catches on quickly. The excitement that initially surrounded the mega announcement has turned into toxic frustration, with fans demanding real fights instead of choreographed money grabs.
Pacquiao are doing right now, I think you are dramatically overestimating what the size of the audience is going to be. Sure, it'll be 7 figures, because anything on Netflix is 7 figures, because it has 270 million subscribers worldwide. It will be 7 figures, but it won't sniff the kind of numbers that those other fights did. And that's a problem, I think, for Netflix. Netflix is in the big number business. They're in the event business. I think if you take away the carrot of this being a real fight, that is going to diminish this fight considerably in the eyes of a lot of people, man.
The only carrot here is the fact that Netflix is on board. And if you have a Netflix subscription, you're going to get to watch this for free. My neighbors, my elderly neighbors, they're the ones that actually told me about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. when it happened. They were into that fight. They bought that pay-per-view. You think they're not going to watch the fight if it's free on Netflix with 2 familiar names? It's going to be a mega success, but it's going to be a terrible fight. It's going to be 2 geriatric has-been old greats that are just doing it for the money, and we're just watching for the intrigue. That's it.
I would say this. This is just my opinion. I don't think Netflix knew that Mayweather was going to say that. I think they went into this fight with the belief that it was going to be a real fight. That's what I think. And will this change their opinion of it? I don't know. But I think it definitely diminishes the size of the audience when this fight ultimately happens. However that's measured, it's going to do 3. Look, the Taylor Serrano fight did 5 million views? That's an incredible number generally, but Netflix looks at a number like that and goes that's not really for us, because we can put anything on there and do 5 million views. Anything. They could put a replay of Mora Manfredo on there. It would do 1 million views.
You know what? I've been waiting for the Netflix.
And we're off.
Contender Season 1. Come on, Netflix. Contender Season 1.
Everything is on the line right now. and the clock is ticking loudly. This isn't just about a single paycheck or a streaming network's big debut. It's about how the world will remember a legacy. The ultimate dilemma is glaringly clear. Will a legally binding contract force a real, highly dangerous fight where a legendary, flawless record could finally be shattered? Or will the greatest defensive artist of our generation manage to slip through the legal ropes, successfully avoiding the ultimate challenge one last time? The boxing world is watching closely, waiting to see whether it is the fighter or the businessman who ultimately steps into the ring. But what do you think about all the recent drama involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. and claims that he is avoiding a real fight? Is he scared of all the smoke? Will the rematch even happen? Let me know in the comments that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.